All right, I could not let the day pass without sharing this little gem with you. Let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of the term pseudologia fantastica? It is the chronic behavior characterized by the habitual or compulsive tendency to lie. It's a pathological lying, so to speak, and it's a characteristic of psychopaths. Now, we know that cops lie, and this is part and parcel. This activity of lying, this pathological lying, this fantastic idea is something that goes, it's part and parcel with politicians and with law enforcement. We've heard about them lying on reports. We've heard about them lying in contrast to what their body camera actually shows. So they are pathological liars, but I don't think I've seen the level of lying that I'm about to show you right now coming out of Potawatomi County, Oklahoma. This deputy lied about everything on the radio, on his body cam, deployed his firearm, said he was in heavy pursuit. Everything that he said from top to bottom was a complete fabrication in his own mind, and he got caught. Check this out.
A former deputy finds himself on the wrong side of the law. He's now facing criminal charges.
It all stems from a reported chase and shooting nearly 3 years ago. McIntyre Law Chopper 4 was over the scene back in 2021 in Potawatomi County. But now, in new court papers, investigators say the deputy made it all up. News 4's Caitlin Ogle has the update.
This is the rural county road where the deputy claimed everything unfolded. But detectives say as they continue their investigation, nothing was adding up.
Everybody's going to make mistakes.
Show me your hands!
When you cross the line, different story.
Potawatomi County Sheriff Mike Booth.
He probably intends to say everybody's going to lie, but there's a certain amount of lies, a certain amount of bag of BS before we take a look at it and go, nah, that's too much BS. That's going to make us look bad. That's probably what he's saying.
Talking about his former deputy,
Watch
Taylor
this.
Smith. Body cam video
Wait,
from
what's his name? Let's get his name again.
Mike Booth talking about his former deputy, Taylor Smith. Body cam video from September 2021 shows him driving over 100 miles per hour during an alleged pursuit on his phone, driving with his knee.
Small sedan, 4-door.
According to court documents, during the chase, Smith said he saw, quote, a black male passenger armed with a long gun hop out of the car and run.
I'll be foot pursuit. He has a rifle, large backpack, red shirt, black male.
Minutes later, backup arrived.
Making everything up. Not one shred of what he's saying is true. Everything. The black SUV, black male, red shirt, going in pursuit. He's actually going to discharge his firearm at nobody.
Taking Smith back to his car, and he drives over to this gate.
He said the guy hopped over a fence into this big field. As he approached the fence, this guy started shooting at him, so he returned fire.
Those alleged gunshots were never heard, but investigators heard this.
Shot fired! Shot fired! Get down! Show me your hands!
McIntyre Law Chopper 4 overhead as authorities combed the area for hours, but court papers saying, quote, there were no obvious signs or tracks to follow.
That's when I said, everybody stop, everybody come out, called OSBI, had them come in. I want everything roped off, nobody go from here.
Let's go back to the sheriff. Dude, you hired this guy. You're the sheriff. You're the highest law enforcer in this county right here, and you hired Taylor Smith. What the heck is wrong with you? How do you hide that level of psychopathy?
I had them come in. I want everything roped off, nobody go from here. I was highly skeptical about what I'd heard.
What investigators did find were Smith's shell casings. Sheriff Booth says surveillance video they obtained also showing Smith's patrol unit, but no sedan. Other deputies telling investigators they, quote, observed no dust trails or the suspected vehicle.
Did anybody come across the vehicle yet?
Of course, as a human being, you wonder why this or why that, but you still just follow the facts.
In Potawatomi County, Caitlin Ogle, Oklahoma's News 4.
What was the motive there? The sheriff says Smith resigned during the investigation. We called Smith and his attorney, but neither got back to us. He now faces a misdemeanor charge of filing a false report.
I can only imagine that the guy has thoughts of grandeur and this pseudologia fantastica, this chronic behavior that's characterized by incessant compulsive lying, is just something that's part and parcel with somebody who's psychologically wired to grab the ring of power. So it brings us back to the question, do psychopaths become cops, or do cops become psychopaths? It's looking more and more like it's the former and not the latter. Psychopaths become cops. And as far as this guy making everything up, keep in mind, he made everything up knowing that he's on body and dash cam, and everything that he says can be checked out and verified. It says right here, it says the Pottawatomie County Sheriff's deputy resigned after he was caught in a web of lies. Now, has he resigned? Has Taylor Smith resigned to the point where he could actually be a law enforcer in another county? That shouldn't be a reality. Has he been placed on the Brady list? You cannot believe one word that comes out of this guy's mouth. As a matter of fact, everybody who is going to be a part of a community that Taylor Smith is a part of probably needs to be warned about how this guy has literally lost it. We're talking about padded cell, straitjacket, and pink rooms for this guy. The former deputy was recently arrested and is accused of faking a pursuit and an officer-involved shooting with an armed suspect. Pottawatomie County prosecutors charged Taylor Smith, 30 years old. This guy's a man, with one misdemeanor count of falsely reporting a crime. Now, we've talked about psychopathy a lot on this channel. We've seen cops write false reports. We've seen them outright lie on camera when the body camera evidence shows the exact opposite of what the cop says. But this is a new level of psychopathy. And if you'll notice, they don't give a picture of this guy. This guy can kill somebody, easily kill somebody. We need a photo of him so that we can show the next community over when he tries to become a deputy or a police officer in the next community. Hey, you cannot hire this guy. He probably needs some serious psychological medical treatment, and let everybody know that when he moves into the area, there could be some serious trouble brewing. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my brand new political channel called The Disturbing Illusion, where we expose the left versus right paradigm lie. Because let's face it, if you don't take an interest in politics, don't worry, politics will take an interest in you. Just remember, in times of universal deceit, telling the truth, Taylor Smith, is a revolutionary act. I'll see you in the next video.